So what happens if we want to change some of the cosmetics to our Google site? One of the easiest things to do is to change an image. And there's a couple things you can do. You can either upload an image from your drive or from your desktop, or you can select an image. Most people are probably going to go with selecting an image. And there's a couple ways to do it. Google has some default images here, which you've probably played around with by now. But you could just select one and then it'll change it. One of the nice things is going to adjust for readability, so that it makes whatever text you have here easy to read. So like dark background, white text. Another thing you can do is you can also upload from a URL. So one of the easiest things to do is to Google an image you want. So for me, it's the ocean. And I click on Google Images. And it's going to give you a ton of different options. I do like going and adjusting some of the settings here. Especially when it comes to copyright, if you go to tools and you go to usage right, you can select from some of these where you can use them with modification. You could take it and do something to it, or you could use it so long as it's for non-commercial reuse. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this one to see what options I have. And I can use any of these images without worrying about copyright issues. If I find something I like, I right-click it or double-click, and then I copy the image address. Now I come over here and I drop that address here and it'll change my background. Again, the nice thing is it's going to adjust for the readability. So it'll go ahead and take into account what the background looks like and what the text in front of it is going to be. So a couple of things you can do here is, again, you can change some of these, again, very basic backgrounds according to your theme. But you can also go with an image, and same thing. You can select an image and you can go by URL. You could also conduct a search within Google Sites. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Ocean. And then right here it says that these are labeled for commercial reuse with modification, meaning you can use any of them and you can modify them if you want. You can change it to a photo, clip art, line art. You can pick a color that matches. So I'm just going to select this one and I'm going to add it to the background. And again, what you'll notice here is it's adjusting for the readability, making sure that whoever's looking at the website can still read the text in relationship to the image that you've selected. Some of the other options that you have, but I'm not going to go into too much detail with them, is selecting from your Google Drive. So I'm going to select an image again. So if you have images in your Google Drive, you can search them and upload them. Maybe you have something in your albums, so something you've saved to your Google Photos, and you can just select something and add that. And then again, it's going to adjust for the readability, or try to, as best it can. And so now you can see how you can change the look of your website. You want to keep it reasonable, like this is looking a little crazy with all my changes here. I like things plain and simple, but if you want to add a lot of character to it, you can change all kinds of things here. And one last thing for adding in images, somebody pointed this out to me last time. I didn't even know this, so I found this out. You could actually take images. So just if you want an image in there, instead of inserting, you can actually just drag it from the web and just drop it right in. And there you go. You have the image that you want without like doing all this, adding or inserting of an image.